BCTV and WB&H thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business, with branches in Bedford, Manchester, Nashua, and Derry. PrimaryBankNH.com. Delta Dental, providing easy access to quality dental coverage for every smile, from your younger years to your golden years, with the nation's largest provider network. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing healthcare to meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center, where meals turn into moments and conversations last a little longer. Murphy'sTapRoom.com.
He can run things at the left side. Now Helton stings the top corner. Hodgson Rogers, she gets the edge, tries to split the defenders, does. Bounce shot is good.
Back kicks, deals, fastball swung on and missed.
Oh, big hit there from Page, and that's going to go over the wall.
Now Muir looks in the middle, finds Matagano, and she buries Foddy's up top as Green runs through all of them. Beautiful pass backside, and Kahn with another save.
Welcome to Silvosky Field. We're going to have softball action between the Bulldogs and the Broncos of Alvirne. You're just in time for the first pitch. That's Savannah Messina with a strike catching the outside corner, and with me, Kelly Gleason on color. Kelly, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
At bat, it's Allison Asikas for the Broncos. She's got a 0-1 count. That pitch by Messina outside, way outside, all tied up in one apiece.
Sometimes she can take a couple pitches to warm up. Then she's pretty accurate. She's been playing travel ball for a really long time.
Well, we're watching her in a warm-up. She looked pretty good here. A little breezy, kind of chilly. Temperatures just above 40 here. We had better weather last week for the baseball game. Another high one, but she got Asikas to swing at that, so strike swinging, 1-2 the count. Asikas chasing that pitch. 1-2 count here for Messina. And she delivers low. Asikas takes it, tied at two apiece. Count is 2-2. Messina delivers just outside. Asikas thought about it, held off. The count is full. We'll get you the lineups here in just a moment. Abby Kowalski is in the on-deck circle here for Alvirne. So full count here. And that's hit foul. Asikas stays alive. For the Bulldogs, Savannah Messina pitching. Lucy Ports behind the plate. At first, it's Kate Sturgis. Second is Emma Albus. Lucy Topp at short. Kylie Manning is at third. We'll get you the rest of that in just a moment. High, and that walks Asikas. She takes the first base, so the first runner for Alvirne is on. In the outfield, going from left to right, it's Grace Doobie, Emerson La Rochelle, and Olivia Pope, and that's your Bedford lineup. Now Abby Kowalski here for the Broncos, batting right. That's a strike. Messina up 0-1 here with one runner on. The Alvirne Broncos having a rough year so far. They've given up 23 points in 2 games. They lost their opener to Goffstown 21-1. Contact made, foul. That's 0-2 the count. Then their second game against Concord Crimson Tide, they lost that one 22-2.
Concord's a tough team to beat, and I will say, if I recall, Alvirne had a number of players last year playing that graduated. So they're fielding, I think, a pretty new team, not unlike Bedford.
That's fouled off to the right. Count remains 0-2 for Sab Messina. Here's the windup, and that's hit into center field, and Emerson La Rochelle makes the catch, and they throw to first to try to catch Asikas. They don't, although sliding in, it looks like she might have hurt herself a little bit.
It does.
So Asikas is safe at first. One down here for the Broncos, and at the bat here it's Claire Gauntier. That's low, ball one. 3 right-handed batters in a row here for the Broncos. Another one just outside, tried to bait Gauntier into chasing that. She takes it. 2-0 now, the count.
Messina has a lot of power behind her pitch, so her pitches tend to be faster than competing pitchers.
That one rising and fouled back. Count is 1-2. No score here at the top of the first here at Slavosky Field. Pitch. That one outside again, so count goes to 3-1. Alvirne with a runner at first, one down. Now it's popped up. Going for it was second baseman Emmy Albus, and she can't quite close the glove on that, so Gauntier lives for another chance here at the plate. Count is full at 3-2. Foul again, off to the right, toward the pool. Gauntier just fighting off the pitches here from Messina, staying alive here with a full count. Once again, fouled out.
It's always interesting to me to see who's going to stay at it longer, the pitcher or the at-bat.
I was going to say M. Powers, the batter in the on-deck circle, has to, kind of keep an eye on any foul balls going her way.
Oh, yeah, definitely that.
That was a little bit low.
But it also gives her extra time to time up her pitch to the pitcher, which is always a nice thing to have.
So here we are ready for another payoff pitch. High, and she takes that one. So another walk here for Messina, her second. That puts the Broncos on first and second with one down, and now it's M. Powers up at the plate, another righty. No score here, one out for the Broncos, runners at first and second. That one right down Main Street for the strike. Messina has gotten just about everybody to 2 strikes, hasn't been able to get a strikeout yet, but Powers chases that one.
Outside.
Yeah, that was really chasing. So Powers has a 0-2 lead here. And that's low on the ground. Force at third, no double play, so Asikas is out at the force at third by Kylie Manning. She gets the ball from Grace Doobie, who came in short to play that ball. So 2 down. Runner still at first and second for the Broncos, and now it's Adriana Valenti, number 21, another righty.
It's always interesting to see where they put their power hitters in the lineup. 4 and 5 are kind of key spots to have power hitters because you end up with a situation like you just had and you want to put people all the way around.
Now we've got a pinch runner coming in for Kowalski. Number 33, I'm going to have to find the roster here. Just give me a moment. We'll get that for you.
My guess is she's a pitcher or a catcher.
Oh, actually, I know who that is. That is Olivia Burt, their flex player.
Okay.
Number 33. She's taking over to run pinch run at second. High pitch to Valenti, 1-0. Assuming here the Alvirne manager trying to get a little more speed on the base paths here. Great cut there by Valenti. That could bring a runner home.
And
now
this,
it looks like they're going to get caught in a run down here.
Yep.
M. Powers ran past second, got caught in a rundown. She's out, and that's going to do it. So
it sure is.
Bases loaded possibility for Alvirne, and they let that get away.
A lot of potential there, just didn't deliver.
So no score after half. Bulldogs coming up. Want to take a moment here to thank our underwriters to making the broadcast possible here on BCTV, Bedford 105.1. They include Primary Bank, Northeast Delta Dental, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate New Hampshire, and Murphy's Tap Room, Carriage House Event Center. Thank you for your support of Bedford sports. Just about ready here to start the bottom of the first inning. Bedford, despite allowing 3 base runners for Alvirne, manages to get out of the inning without allowing a run. So now La Rochelle, who's been hitting .667 so far, having a great year in her first 3 games.
The great thing about this team is a lot of these players have played together already. It's a younger team, but they've played together on travel and they've played together at Lurgio.
So Gontier ready to deliver the first pitch here to La Rochelle. Bottom of the first. Good looking pitch, just a little bit high though. That came straight in, but it was just a little bit high. So it's 1-0 now to La Rochelle for Bedford. La Rochelle swings that one, curves out just a little bit. Good pitch there by Gontier. Got La Rochelle to chase that. So it's a 1-1 count here. And that one catches the strike zone. 1-2 now to La Rochelle. Gontier's pitch. And La Rochelle chases that for the K.
It's a little bit of a lower strike zone than I'm used to seeing a lot of these umps call, but they're calling it.
So your second at bat, Emma Albus, number 10. Emma also having a strong year, batting .625. And that was inside for the ball. No score here in the bottom of the first inning. Gontier delivers, now is also inside. Count is 2-0. A lot of sun here today, a bit breezy and chilly. Temperatures just above 40 here. Another low one. Count goes to 3-0. Looks like the scoreboard here at Slavosky Field is a little behind. It's 3-0. That one way high, and that puts Albus on first base. A walk for Gontier, and coming up now it's Kylie Manning, number 3 hitter, batting .444 this year. Bedford had a big start, a 5-1 win over Dover here last week.
They certainly did. And they looked really good playing.
Pitch outside, 1-0 now to Manning. They ran into a bit of a buzzsaw at Pinkerton Academy. Solid team there. 12-0 win there for the Astros. Contact is made, rolls right to Gauthier. She throws to third for the out, but that advances Albus to second. So fielder's choice. And Manning is out at first, but we have a runner at second, Emma Albus, and now the cleanup batter, Lucy Top, hitting .556. Top leads the team with 4 RBIs, so there's a chance here if she gets some contact. That one in the dirt.
Big ball family with Top's family. Dad was president of Bedford Little League for.
That wild pitch advances Albus to third. Gauthier delivers low. So 2-0 is your count with, it says 2 outs on the board. It's actually just 1 out. Yeah, they just, no, that's still showing 2. So Gauthier getting the signal. Delivers high. And that's 3-0. Three balls, no strikes to Lucy Toff. And she swings at that one, fouls it way back into the swamp. So the count goes to 3-1 for Lucy Toff. She's got a base runner at third, like I said before, leading the team with 4 RBIs. Got a golden opportunity to earn another one here if she can just get the ball through the infield. And she makes contact there. It goes high over the head of the
and it's missed by
left
the outfielder.
fielder. And Albus comes home. It's going to be a triple for Top.
Definitely Bedford's power hitter and the one to watch.
So Albus comes home, puts Bedford up 1-0. Another RBI for Lucy Top. At the bat now, number 6, Lucy Ports, playing catcher tonight. Gauthier delivers high, ball 1. Bedford with the 1-0 lead, 1 out, and a chance here to add to that with Ports at the base. Ports hitting .250. That sails high, 2-0 is your count. Top patiently awaiting at third for a chance to come home. That one in the dirt. Almost got away from the catcher, Powers, but she ran it down and Top wisely stayed at
Yeah,
third.
she would not have had time to make that run.
So 3-0 count here. Umpire pauses, now back to play ball. Gauthier delivers it low, and that's going to be a walk for Lily Ports. So the Bulldogs now with runners at first and third, setting the plate for Grace Doobie, number 7. Doobie playing left field today, and she's hitting .375.
Nice hit.
He goes right to center field to Lila Smalley. And that is going to do it. And somehow I had my outs out, or off, I guess. I guess we had a strikeout, and then, yeah, that's right. So we had a strikeout, and then we had the force out at first. So Bedford finishes the inning with runs, with 1 run. Doobie flies out to center, and that's going to do it for the first inning. 1-0, Bedford leads. You're watching Bedford softball on BCTV. Welcome back to Slavoski Field, top of the second. Bulldogs with the 1-0 lead. Harry Kozlowski here calling the game along with Kelly Gleason. And Kelly, anything to say about that first at-bat for Bedford, the first series of at-bats?
You know, I'm impressed with some of the talent on Bedford's team this year and the hitting. Obviously, Top brings a lot of power.
Trouble. First pitch now to number 3, Emma Doubleday.
Outside.
It is a ball.
Definitely a struggle for both of these pitchers today to find that sweet spot.
That one outside as well, 3-0 for Messina.
It's also just too low on the pitch.
And 4 pitches and 4 balls. It's a walk for Emma Doubleday. She's on base to lead off for the Alvirne Broncos. And now Riley Dressel up to the plate. Playing right field today. That one finds the strike zone. Actually, when I was talking about Top, it was Riley Dressel who misplayed that hit.
It's always interesting, too, to see where batters stand in the box. And she's kind of way up in her positioning.
2 strikes right off the pop here for Messina on Riley Dressel. 0-2 is your count. That's popped up and just over the backstop. So the count remains 0-2.
Placement of that probably would have been a strike, too. When Messina gets into a rhythm, she really can sustain.
That one just outside, 1-2. Into the dirt, right back to Messina to first.
You know, that's why she was so far forward in that batter's box. She really likes those low balls, and that's how she's catching them.
So Dressel hits 1-3 for the first out. That advances Doubleday to second. 1 down for the Broncos. They've got a runner at second. And the batter, Lila Smalley, coming up now, number 11, batting left. And just a little late on the swing there for Smalley. She sends it foul down the third baseline.
I believe this is the first left-handed batter we've seen for Alvirne today.
Swing and a miss. I think she might have tipped the ball either way. That counts as a strike. So 0-2 now. Smalley finds herself behind. Messina delivers a little bit outside. That's a ball. 1-2. Messina working quickly here. That gets away from the catcher Ports, and that advances the runner Doubleday
To third base.
So now Alvirne has a runner at third with 1 out. And Smalley with the count 1-2. High. 2-2.
Bedford's catcher's on high alert right now because the passed ball could really mean a tie score.
Fouled back. Smalley stays alive. I noticed too that you have to also kind of watch out for the umpire, because
You do.
he got in the way of Ports on the last pitch that got away. Luckily, it didn't result in a I mean, it did give up a base to the runner there, Doubleday. Another one fouled back. Count remains 2-2. Not a lot of room to work with behind the home plate here.
This is a pretty impressive setup, actually, for mobile game calling.
And that catches the corner, catches Smalley looking. So another strikeout here for Messina. Actually, correction, that's the only strikeout that she has. It was the Alvirne pitcher that had the other strikeout. So now Kira Flaherty at the plate. Her first pitch outside. And that's a ball. It's a 2 down here for the Alvirne Broncos. They still have a runner, Doubleday, at third, trying to get her in. Quickly now, 1-1. Alvirne had 3 base runners in the last inning, but because of a error running by, I believe it was Gontier, getting caught between second and third, that ended the inning for the Broncos, who've only scored 3 games this season, 3 runs this season in 2 games. That one just a little bit high.
It's possible that they have their hitters up front, and you've got a newer crowd in the rest of the lineup.
3-1 count now. Three and 2 count, forgive me. And another strikeout looking. Flaherty goes down, and that ends the inning. So the Bulldogs go through the lineup of the Astros, not giving up any runs, middle of the second here. And we've got a 1-0 lead for the Bulldogs. Bottom of the second now for Bedford, and Sam Messina at the plate. Gontier delivers high, ball 1. Gontier with 2 strikeouts in the last inning.
Where's Messina sitting for a batting average this season?
Tell you in a minute. And that one sails high, 2-0. Actually, Messina has yet to have an at-bat. This is her first. So she does not have an average to report. Gontier outside, 3-0. So Messina here can just wait it out, see what Gontier delivers here on her 4th pitch.
I've watched this girl hit since she was an 8U or 10U, and she can definitely be a power hitter. She's going to take a walk today, though.
Gontier not giving her anything to hit, so 4 pitches, 4 balls. And Messina is on base. That is the 3rd base on balls delivered by Claire Gontier. And now Kate Sturgis, number 11, hitting .250. And Messina is going to come back to the bench. We're going to get a extra runner here, a pinch runner. Sam Smart, number 20, will run for Messina. Coach LeMay with some instructions here for Sturgis before she takes her cuts at the plate. And we are ready to go once again here with base runner at first. Smart in for Messina. There's a pitch by Gontier outside, ball 1. Correction, that was called a strike, so the count is 0-1. And a throw to first, a little late. I wonder if they got her. I think they did. Smart, not being very smart there, took too big a lead. And M. Powers, seeing that, threw to Adriana Valenti, who picked off Smart at the plate, or at first base. So Messina picked off. Another hit that just goes right over the head of Valenti. And Sturgis is going to get on base there with a looper down the right field line. It's a real pity that Smart got picked off.
Yeah, but it's good reflexes on the part of Alvirne.
Smart play by the Broncos. One down for Bedford, but one runner on base here. And that strikes Olivia Pope on the leg, and she's going to take her base.
Based on that last round of hits alone, I would push the outfield back a little bit, but I'm not the coach.
Well, we're back to the top of the order here with Emerson La Rochelle. She struck out at her first appearance. Now she's got a chance with 2 runners on base. That looked pretty good. They're going to call that a strike. Ball gets away from Powers. And very smartly, Sturgis takes third base. So Bedford with runners now on first and third. And 1 out.
Sturgis has been on this team before, and she is excellent at what I call base running IQ.
Well, she was paying attention there and saw that the ball got away from Powers. And you really didn't get away far. She had to really take a bit of a risk there, taking that third base. That was going to be called outside. 1-1 the count to number 16, Emerson La Rochelle. High throw, and there's going to be a steal by Pope. She goes to second.
Problem is, you can have all of the effective hitters on a team that you could possibly wish for, and if the pitching isn't there, it is really hard to deliver those wins.
I think Pope was smart there. She saw that pitch was really high, and that Powers had to really reach up for it. That pitch outside the strike zone, it's going to be 3-1. So you see a ball sailing that high, catcher's got to go up and play it. You figure she's not going to be in a position to make a throw to second.
Right.
Pope takes off, takes second base. And that one just outside, that's going to load the bases. So La Rochelle.
And you're absolutely right. A lot of base running is just keeping your eyes on that catcher, how they're moving, whether or not you think that there's going to be a passed ball, or if they're going to move out of position for optimal throwing.
Alvirne decides to have a little conference at the plate there with Claire Gauthier to talk about this. Bases are loaded for the Bulldogs. They have 1 down. They lead 1-0 with Emma Albus coming up, a .625 hitter. And she was walked last time. In fact, she was the runner who scored.
She
Came
was
home
indeed.
off the bat of Lucy Top. So Albus ready to take her spot in the batter's box. Conference over for the Broncos. Let's see where this goes. First pitch.
She also really likes the front of that batter's box.
Low pitch, ball 1. Gauthier delivers that one high. So 2-0. Broncos want to avoid walking in any runs here, and they have the potential for double play with everybody at a base. That one outside, 3-0.
I'd like to see the batter put the ball in play. She's definitely an excellent hitter.
Good looking pitch. That is a strike. Count is 3-1. Bases full of Bulldogs here. Pitch to Albus. And that, I thought it might hit her on the hand. It does. And that's going to bring a runner home. So Sturgis scores. Albus hit by a pitch. It's 2-0 Bedford here at the bottom of the second. And Kylie Manning at the plate. She flew out, or actually she hit into a fielder's choice. That one sails high, but that close backstop prevents Pope from coming home. Unlike SAU fields for the baseball games, where the foul zone is enormous. Another pitch gets away.
There's not a whole lot of room for errors here.
So even if a pitch goes wild, catcher usually can get to it pretty easily.
Absolutely. Changes a little bit in the summer with the glare of the sun, which can often be the biggest impediment to a catcher.
Perfect down the middle strike. 2-2 now to Kylie Manning. Just one out here for the Bulldogs. Into the dirt. That one gets away, but
see how far that got away. That got about as far away as you're going to see one get, and you still don't move a runner.
Yeah, Pope might have been able to make a move there, but rather play it safe. Keep everybody. They have only one out in the inning. Keep these bases loaded. Wait for Manning to make contact here.
I will say this coach tends to be cautious when deciding when to send runners at third.
That is another one in the dirt, so another walk for Claire Gontier, and that pushes the lead to 3-0 for the Bulldogs. Bases are still loaded. So La Rochelle moves to third, Albus to second, Manning to first, and Top hits it right down the third base line. Keeps adding those RBI numbers. 2 runs come in. Top, who hit a triple on her last at-bat, hits a double and brings home 2 more runs.
It is 5-0 Bedford. Those are what I call premium placement hits, when you can really drive it straight down the baseline but keep it fair and not have it go foul.
So another 2 RBIs here for Top, and her numbers on the season go to 7. She leads the team. Lucy Ports at the plate. She was walked last time. Still just 1 out. Bedford leads 5-0. Pitch outside. Count goes to 2-0. Bedford just 1 more batter away from having everybody come to the plate. That is low for Gontier. 3-0. In danger of walking in another run.
This is really what I mean when I say that these games come down to pitching, particularly at this level, because you have just such a wide disparity in skill level.
Nice contact, rolls right to Valenti. She decides to take the force at first, gets the easy out.
She thought about it, though. Actually, she took it, and then I saw her pause, hesitate, and really think about where she was going to go with that ball.
So Ports to a fielder's choice, 1 unassisted, but gets the RBI.
It was a nice looking pitch, but a little high.
Grace Doobie is at the plate now. She takes a ball. She hit into a fly out to center field at her last at bat. High pitch there. And it's 2-0, right?
I believe so.
6-0 is your score. Bulldogs lead with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. In the dirt, stopped there by Powers. Count goes to 3 now.
One of the great things about the game of softball is the 2-out rally, and it happens more often than not.
And it's a walk there, which fills up the empty first. And we have gotten everybody to the plate. So Sab Messina coming up, she walked her first at bat this inning and then got picked off at first by Valenti. Ports decides to, or sorry, Doobie decides to take second. In the dirt. Another ball, 2-0. Savannah taking that. You've got Top at third. You've got Doobie at second. Another one in the dirt, 3-0. So another 3-0 count here for Gonthier of Alvirne. Good looking pitch. That was high. Loads the bases again.
Question is, are they going to repeat? Because I believe Katie, who's up at bat, had a hit into right field last time.
So Messina stays in the game at first, takes the walk, and it's going to be Kate Sturgis who hit a single, came home to score a run.
And that was ball 1 for being high right there.
Thank you. 1-0. Sturgis had to get out of the way there. 2-0. 2 outs for Bedford. They brought in 5 runs in this inning. 2 off the bat of Lucy Top. And that's a strike. Catching the outside there. 2-1 the count here for Gonthier. Contact right to third, steps on the base, does Abby Kowalski, and that ends the inning for the Bulldogs, but not until they got 5 runs in the process. So after 2, it is Bedford 6, Alvirne nothing. You're watching Bedford softball on BCTV. Top of the order for the Alvirne Broncos, Allison Asikas, who walked last time, got caught in a rundown between second and third in the first inning. Savannah Messina delivers low in the dirt, ball 1.
To be successful in this inning, and this is a critical inning for Alvirne, they really need both the strong hits and the smart base running.
Second pitch coming. Also low, 2-0.
Both pitchers today really struggling to consistently find this zone. Could be the cold.
I can see that. It's fingers getting a little numb here. That one outside, 3-0.
Never like those suboptimal pitching conditions when it's cold outside or when it's rainy and the ball gets wet. It's probably the worst.
3-0 count now to Allison Asikas. And she will get a base on 4 pitches. So another walk for Asikas. You got a little message for us?
I certainly do. You know, it's not easy being a high school sports official, but officiating allows you to continue to be a role model by demonstrating qualities such as impartiality, fairness, and courage. High school sports officials help protect the integrity of the games we love by teaching and enforcing the rules of play. Just like making that outside call that just happened. These officials have an opportunity to make a difference in their communities right away. To learn more about becoming a high school sports official, please visit nhiaa.org.
And contact right to first, played by Kate Sturgis. Double play attempt at second, no good, but there's one down. Kowalski hitting into a fielder's choice out at first. And Asikas advances to second. So one down, one on base at second for the Broncos. It's Claire Gontier, the pitcher. She hit into a fielder's choice in the first, outside for ball one. Good job there.
That pitch was significantly outside.
No, I meant your read.
I know. Thank you. At reading, I'm a Viking.
Good looking pitch. Right to second, bobbled for a moment by Albus. She gets it to Sturgis for the out at first, but
it was a nice
Asikas
recovery.
Gets to third. Yeah, Asikas gets to third in the process, so two down with a runner at third.
Right through the pitcher's glove.
So big hit there by M. Powers, the catcher. And she drives home a run, brings home Asikas, and Alvirne gets on the board. Here in the third inning, it's 6-1.
Up next for Alvirne, number 21.
Adriana Valenti, the first baseman. Outside, ball one. Powers showing that she might take second, stays at first.
Seen her shaking her hand right after that pitch. I'm wondering, I've seen her do it a couple other times today. Makes you wonder if she's battling an injury.
That's popped up. It's going to be just outside of the range of Kate Sturgis, so count goes to 1-1 here on Alvirne. They're on the board, 6-1 here in the top of the third. Two outs for the Broncos. Valenti adjusts her glove, steps back into the batter's box, ready for the pitch from Messina. And makes contact there beautifully into second, or over the head of the second baseman, into center field, played by Emerson La Rochelle, thrown back into play. And just like that, two runners on for the Broncos with two down. You're talking about having a big inning here, and so far they've been doing that. And they've been making pretty good contact on the ball, these Broncos hitters.
They're also finding the openings. That was an excellent hit into a position in center field that was not covered. And you saw her look out into the outfield, and I think she knew it when she made the hit.
So two on for the Broncos here with two outs. They did get a run in. Now it's Emma Doubleday here on the plate. Pitch outside, I think, right?
It was outside, and the question is whether or not Alvirne's going to get a little bit more aggressive with the base running now to try to advance these runners.
Another one outside, 2-0.
Still playing it pretty cautiously.
And meanwhile, Bedford can be aggressive too, hoping to catch some of these Broncos in a rundown like they did in the first inning. That one just catches the corner, 2-1. Wind's picking up a little bit, blowing right in our faces, our broadcast position right behind home plate. That one's high and outside, 3-1. Bulldogs trying to get that elusive out here in the third. Outside, another walk. Given up to Doubleday, her second. And that loads the bases for the Broncos.
It certainly does. This is the exact scenario that they need.
Riley Dressel coming up. She grounded out to the pitcher.
We just want to take a minute to thank our underwriters for supporting our live sports coverage here at BCTV. Primary Bank, Northeast Delta Dental, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and Murphy's Taproom and Carriage House Event Center.
Thank you to our very civic-minded sponsors. So a brief conference here at the mound, and we're ready to go here with the bases loaded. 2 out on the Alvirne Broncos. They did score 1 run this inning, and they're in danger of scoring more.
Who are we looking at bat right now? Number 17.
Number 17, Riley Dressel. She grounded out to the pitcher at the last at bat. And she takes the ball there, 1-0. Good contact there.
Oh, missed by the second baseman.
Just outside the reach of Albus. And the Broncos score another run.
Frankly, they could have scored 2 if number 21 had made that round on time.
Valenti, she was a little cautious, not wanting to...
I think she got nervous. She got about a third way of the way down the base path and then retreated.
So Lila Smalley at the plate now. She struck out her last at bat in the second. Score is 6-2 now. Bedford up. That one just a little outside, but they say it caught the corner, so 1-1. Lefty hitter here, Smalley. That catches the corner again, 1-2. So Messina finding the strike zone here.
She absolutely is.
Now Smalley back into the batter's box with a 1-2 count. And she's going to foul that one back just over our heads, 2-2. Sorry, 1-2 to count, 1-2.
A solid hit right now would really do amazing things for Alvirne's team.
And
it's not going to happen.
Just like last inning. Strikeout looking ends the inning for the Broncos, but not until they got 2 runs. Get back into this game. It's now 6-2 here in the middle of the third inning.
If you're enjoying this game, check out more BHS sports action from Bedford Community TV on your Apple TV, Fire TV, or Roku device. Download the app to watch the next game live on the big screen.
BCTV and WBNH thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business, with branches in Bedford, Manchester, Nashua, and Derry. PrimaryBankNH.com. Delta Dental, providing easy access to quality dental coverage for every smile, from your younger years to your golden years, with the nation's largest provider network. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing healthcare to meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Murphy's Taproom and Carriage House Event Center, where meals turn into moments and conversations last a little longer. Murphy'sTaproom.com.
Olivia Pope at the plate. She was hit by a pitch. No worse for wear. That first pitch in the dirt. Ball 1.
You watch these girls long enough, you get to see what pitches they like to take. Some like high pitches, some like the lower pitches.
That one swings high and outside. Ball 2. 2-0. Bulldogs sent 11 batters to the plate last inning and brought in 5 runs.
Ooh.
And once again.
It's second time.
And hitting the same spot, too. So I'm sure Pope doesn't mind going to first, but boy, it really hurts.
Yeah, that one's going to bruise. That was a harder hit than she took the first time.
So she had to take 2 in the ankle to get her spots on base. And she's on first, and now Emerson La Rochelle on the plate.
And she is top of the lineup, is that correct?
That is correct. 667 hitter. Although she hasn't had a hit today, she's had a strikeout and a base on balls. So we resume action here with La Rochelle. High pitch. They're going to call that a ball, but looked like it was hittable.
I don't think she likes just watching her. She tends to like the balls come in a little bit lower when she swings.
1-0 to La Rochelle. Gonthier's pitch outside, 2-0. Pope on first base. No outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. They finally fixed the scoreboard. That one is, yep, they're going to give her the benefit there.
Must have just caught the edge of that strike zone.
So it's 2-1. And that one gets the same spot, 2-2. La Rochelle really not swinging at anything. Two and two's your count.
I think she has to swing now to protect. There we go.
And she does, and that one's going to be foul. Not by much, though.
But you can see just from the minimal effort that she put forth on that swing exactly how much power she packs as a hitter.
She was just a little late getting to that ball. So 2-2, the count remains to La Rochelle. Swing and a miss. Goes down swinging. Second strikeout there for Emerson La Rochelle. Still no hits here, 3 at-bats. And Emma Albus comes in. She has scored 2 runs today. Base on balls and also hit by pitch.
Outside.
High and outside, ball 1 to Albus. Bulldogs with the runner at first, Pope. Gontier delivers, and that one inside, and Albus just had to jump out of the way there, 2-0.
I will say, I do not see any backup pitchers warming up for either team.
Nope, nobody in the bullpens. That looked good, but it was low. 3-0. Kind of hard to tell where in the strike zone it is because we are obscured by the umpire and the catcher.
That's why I keep moving behind you, Harry, because I can get a clearer read on it from this angle. It's also why I'm standing, is I can see it a little bit clearer.
That's fine. That looked like a pretty good pitch, but they're going to call that a ball, so Albus takes the base. It's her 3rd time on base. Pope advances to second.
Coach giving instructions to the second base runner to move if the ball is on the ground.
Kylie Manning in the dirt, and that gets away from the catcher Powers, but nobody moves on base for Bedford.
Well, it doesn't really work for the second base runner if the ball gets away right up the third base line.
Yeah, it does. It shortens the throw space there. Gontier delivers.
Oh.
And that goes right off the helmet of Manning. She gets hit by the pitch in a very difficult way.
Actually looked like it hit her on the back.
So she will go. She will take her base, and that loads the bases for the Bulldogs with 1 out. And it's going to be Lucy Top coming up, and Lucy.
This is a best case scenario situation for Bedford. Loading the bases is a film we've seen before, but Top delivers on the hit.
Well, she's got 3 RBIs in the game so far. And that's going to go right into the gap, bring another one home, maybe not, maybe 2.
Looks like it's going to be 2.
So Albus slides in for the second run, another 2 RBIs for Top. She's going to stay at second. So just a base hit for Lucy Top. Kylie Manning goes to second. Albus and Pope both come in for Bedford, and it's now 8-1. Should be 8-1. Scoreboard says 7. They definitely brought 2 runners home, so.
They did.
Lucy Port's coming up. A base on balls and a fielder's choice thrown out at first in the second inning. And she gets cut on that, but a little too late, or a little too early, I should say. She pulls that one foul.
I'm hoping they adjust that scoreboard soon.
0-1. Yeah, it is 8.
Oh, there we go.
8, there we go. 8-2 now. Don't want to shortchange anybody. Pitch for a strike from Gontier. 1-1. Breeze is getting a little chilly here.
It is definitely on the colder side right now.
And we're bundled up. The young ladies out here are playing just in their uniforms. Sure, it must be difficult. That was in the dirt. 2-1 the count. Ports waits. Gontier delivers. Way high. And that's going to advance the runners. A throw to third, not in time.
That was an easy stay up run to third for number 18.
Manning goes to third. Top goes to second. First is open. 1 out. 2-1 count here to Lucy Ports. Into the dirt. So I guess it is a full count, 3-2.
It is. It's a lot of pressure that this puts on the pitcher to deliver when you've got a full count scenario. And deliver she did.
And it goes right out to Abby Kowalski, who makes the catch at third.
So that'll be 2 outs for Bedford, maintaining runners on second and third.
So now Grace Doobie at the plate, number 7. She flew out to center in the first, base on balls in the second. Pitch is a ball.
Having a little offline debate right now with the BCTV boss man about whether or not that would have been an infield fly and a batter out. I don't think it was high enough.
No, you know why? Because there was nobody at first. Foul ball just misses the third base bag. Just crossed over the line, so another foul shot here for Doobie. Count is 1-1 here. Bedford up. Sorry.
I said the one thing I will say about my co-host is it doesn't matter what sport is being played, he knows all the rules. It's very impressive.
Another foul tip, and it's 1-2 now to Doobie. I thought it's only infield fly with the bases loaded. They only had 2.
They didn't have a runner at first.
No runner at first. Another one outside, so 3-2, or 2-2 to Doobie. Bedford leads 8-2 here in the bottom of the third. And that one strikes Doobie. Another hit by pitch.
It's a lot of Bedford players getting hit by balls today.
So Top is already at third. No, I'm sorry, Manning is at third. Correction. Top is at second, right? Yep.
Yep.
She's at second. And now it's Sav Messina at the plate. That's low in the dirt. Bulldogs sent 11 to the plate in the last inning. They're up to 7 here with number 8. Actually, number 8 at the plate now. That's high. 2-0.
Well, they got that 2-out rally going again, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with it.
Big gap there between shortstop and second. But instead it's hit right to Valenti, who gets the force out at first, and that will end the inning. So Messina, 3 unassisted. And that will end it for Bedford, but they do get 2 more runs to take an 8-2 lead after 4. You're watching Bedford softball on BCTV. And we are back for 4th inning action here. Bulldogs lead 8-2. Messina delivers the ball on the first pitch to Kira Flaherty, sorry about that. She struck out in the second. Leads off here in the 4th. Another one in the dirt, 2-0.
So as we inch closer to the 5th inning of the game, there is of course a mercy rule that comes into play when the spread is more than 10 runs.
Well, they've got 6 runs so far. That one catches the strike zone, 2-1. Messina, pitch, bit low, 3-1.
And it has actually gotten colder since we've been standing here. I'd be surprised if we had a 40-degree temperature.
That one is pitched to the wrists of Flaherty, who swings. Knocks it foul, 3-2 full count here. Flaherty got a little handcuff there. High pitch results in a walk. Flaherty takes first. And the top of the Alvirne order coming up with Allison Asikas. She has walked twice, or the first time in the first inning, and then the second time in the third. Actually, she came home, scored one of the runs for the Broncos here. First pitch is a strike.
It's the outside corner of that strike zone.
That was knocked away, foul.
She definitely wants that hit, number 4. You can see her fighting for it.
Alvirne had a pretty productive 3rd inning, sending 8 batters to the plate. Now it is hit toward first, and Kate Sturgis unable to make a play for it, so Asikas gets a single and advances Flaherty to second with no outs.
Was definitely within her range, but she hesitated on the reach.
I think it looked like maybe Flaherty might have gotten in her way just a little bit. Blocked her way. That was fouled back for a strike. Because the ball was heading right for Sturgis, but I think that the runner Flaherty was.
I think you're right. I think there was some interference there.
Although the official did not call it that way.
They did not.
In the dirt, low. 1-1. (8-2) is your score. Bulldogs ahead here at the top of the 4th. Another one in the dirt from Messina, 2-1. Alvirne with runners at first and second. A hit right to first, a force to third, no throw to second. So top the Manning right there. Kowalski goes down 6-5.
For Alvirne to stage a comeback here, it has to be perfect.
Flaherty is thrown out at third. Asikas moves to second. Kowalski goes to first on a fielder's choice. Here's Claire Gontier. Low in the dirt. 1-1. Gontier hit into a fielder's choice twice in the first and the third. High, ball 2. Messina delivers. Catches the outside. Count goes to 2-2. Runners at first and second here for the Broncos. One down. Foul tip. Strike. Count goes to 2-2.
Messina's hand is cold. You can tell by the way that she's constantly moving the ball. She has not been doing that all game.
Contact, fouled away. Count remains 2-2. The pitch. And that's hit into the gap. Stopped there by Bedford. They couldn't make a play on it. Here comes the runner home.
Oh!
And the tag is made at the plate.
I actually think that that might be
Blocking.
that actually looked to me like interference, although that wasn't the call because she could not get underneath the catcher's legs.
Well, you are allowed to block the plate,
I
right?
understand.
And she did make the catch of the throw. The throw met Asikas simultaneous. So I guess the coach from Alvirne is trying to argue interference, but I kind of don't see it because the throw was made.
Frankly, I would have argued interference because it looked like interference to me. Yeah, you can block at the plate. I don't think you can block before they
I
even
understand. You're right.
access
She
the plate.
was blocking
she
before the plate.
physically stopped the slide, which is why I think it's interference.
But also the throw came simultaneous.
And there's going to be a consult with the field umpire. This is a great time to tell you that at NHIAA.org you can become a high school sports official. They are critically important in times like these when we have to negotiate whether or not there has been interference or if there hasn't. Next broadcasts on BCTV are boys lacrosse versus Manchester Kings on Wednesday, the 22nd.
And they're going to uphold the call. They're going to call it out. So 2 down.
I think that's a bad call, and I'm going to come right out and say it. I think that was clear interference, and they should have called interference.
So it's going to be 5-6-2 fielder's choice for Gontier, who gets to go to first. And here's a pop-up played easily by Emerson La Rochelle by Powers, and that's going to end the inning. So Alvirne coming close to scoring a run, a controversial play at the plate. You're calling it interference, but the officials say that the catch and the tag was made simultaneous.
And ultimately, at the end of the day, we really just got to respect blue, right? We don't fight with the umpires. We don't, you make your case and it's their final determination and it is what it is. So I guess the question now is, as we head into the 5th inning, can Bedford make it a 10-point spread effectively?
Please. Much as we love watching the game, it's a little tough in the cold here.
The blue hue on my fingertips would not mind an early call here.
So coming up for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 4th, Kate Sturgis is the next batter.
So after the boys lacrosse game is broadcast on Wednesday at 4 p.m., next broadcasts up are baseball versus Concord Crimson Tide on Monday the 27th at 4:30 p.m. and girls lacrosse versus the Bishop Girton Cardinals on Wednesday, May 6th at 5:30 p.m. Watch all the action live on BCTV Education Channel 8, HD 1072 on cable, or the BCTV app after the game.
Gonther warming up here as the Bulldogs get ready to come to the plate. As I mentioned, Kate Sturgis is your hitter. Had a base hit in the second, and she grounded out 6 unassisted in the third inning. Gonther still taking her warm-up throws here. Good-looking pitch there. Ready to resume play here. I wonder if we could talk to the official. So the coach from Alvirne was arguing interference, but the throw looked like it came in simultaneous. So it's one of those calls, you know. That's why you have umpires.
Certainly.
You're going to see it either way, but it works out well for Bedford as it prevents a run. High pitch there from Gonther to Sturgis is 1-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. Bedford leading 8-2.
I am just going to do my pitch for respecting officials during games, especially where we're training younger and younger groups of people to learn how to umpire the great games of softball and baseball. Let us be kind to our umpires.
Sturgis swings and misses. Count is 1-1. Another swing and a miss for Sturgis. 1-2. Gonther looking for a third.
That ball got
strikeout.
out of her hand far too early.
That looked like a slow pitch,
It did.
the way it was arcing.
I think it's tough when it's this cold outside to maintain hand control over that ball.
Absolutely. And that one is hit out of play. Count remains 2-2 to Kate Sturgis, the first baseman. Low in the dirt, 3-2.
A lot of full counts we've seen today.
That was hit right back to Gonther, throws to first in time to Valenti. So Sturgis is out 1-3, and now Olivia Pope coming to the plate. She's been hit by pitches twice and hoping that it's not a third one coming here. And both times she got hit in the same ankle.
Watching the umpires confer on the field right now.
So they might be saying that Sturgis, what are they saying, that it hit the plate?
It hit her
foot.
foot.
It hit her foot. So that would be what, that would be foul ball? Okay. So Sturgis getting another chance here as they ruled that the ball did not hit the dirt, it hit her foot, which would be a foul ball rather than a ball in play. So the count goes back to 2-2, I think, or 3-2. And she gets the base. So we go from having an out to a runner on base and no outs for Bedford. Olivia Pope now coming up, and as I mentioned before, she took 2 off the ankle, and I'm sure she's hoping that doesn't happen again.
I think the
Outside,
pitcher
but a
is
strike.
also hoping it doesn't happen again, which
Yeah,
is
I'm
why
sure.
that pitch was so far outside.
Not doing it on purpose. Just sometimes it gets away from you.
Yeah, it's pretty, it really is very nerve-wracking when you're pitching and you hit a player.
Throw to first, in time, not in time. Sturgis gets back to the bag. Valenti puts a tag on her. Count to Pope is 1-1. Swing, got a piece of that, but goes right in the glove of M. Powers. 1-2 now, the count with 1 out, or no outs, I should say, no outs. High 2-2. 8-2 is your score. Bedford leading by 6 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And the story of the game so far, 4 RBIs for Lucy Top. That's high, full count, 3-2. Top has had bases loaded both times that she's come up to the plate. Or 3 times she's come to the plate. She's hit for the cycle. And strikeout looking to Pope. 1 down here for the Bulldogs.
Scoreboard is again incorrect on the number of outs.
You're right. They didn't take the out that we thought happened to Sturgis. But we're back to the top of the order. Emerson La Rochelle, 2 strikeouts and 1 base on balls so far. That's high for a ball. I'm sure La Rochelle would love to get one into play here.
She keeps checking her armband because the coach is making specific calls to her.
Had a duck out of the way for that one. That's another ball, 2-0. Gonther with 3 strikeouts, 2 of them to La Rochelle. And this time La Rochelle makes a great swing. It goes off the glove of Allison Asikas. Unable to make a play. It's a, I guess technically we'd call that an error, but we'll just call it a base hit for La Rochelle. And that advances Sturgis to second. So one out here with
runners on first and second.
Emma Albus coming up to the plate, and she's gotten on base every time, either by base on balls or get hit by a pitch. 1 out. I think the umpire paused a moment looking at the scoreboard.
I bet the umpire's also freezing.
That's a high pitch, ball 1. Yeah, I hope that things don't get a little askew here. I know that Coach LeMay is keeping his scorebook. I'm sure he knows it's just 1 out here. So 1-0 count now to Albus. That's low. 2-0. And Kelly Gleason has to leave the broadcast. Thank you for joining us. That ball gets away. We're going to pass things over to Bill Jennings here. He can join me on the broadcast. So the ball in the dirt. It is now 3-0 on the count here to Albus. 1 out, runners at first and actually runners at second and third. Not that it matters because Albus has walked.
Harry, we want to thank Kelly Gleason for stepping in, and she had to take off to take her son over to the Y because he's trying out for a swim team. But Kelly brings some expertise. She did hockey for us, and it's good to have her join you on the broadcast. Now the rest of the game, people are stuck with me.
So a little conference there for the Broncos. Are they changing pitchers? I believe they are.
Good time to talk about our underwriters right now, Harry?
I will. Yeah. I'd just like to find out who is pitching here for it.
We just want our underwriters.
Olivia Brute.
We always want them to know that we're thinking about them.
Olivia Burt, I'm sorry. She's the flex player on the roster. Yep. Burt is now throwing on the mound, replacing Gonther. And yes, and you know what? She took the underwriting.
She took the underwriters.
Actually, I happen to have another one, an old one in here in the.
Kelly wanted to keep a memento of sharing
But
the
now I
broadcast
can't talk about the games coming up. I just know there's a lacrosse game on Wednesday. That's for sure.
Yeah, one of the nice things is that the schedule is online. We always post day of the game, and we have that information out there on our program schedule. The NHIAA.org. You can go there and you get the schedule through them, and of course, SAU25.net. Bedford High School has the month schedule all the way into May of when the games are too. So
our underwriters, we love them. Primary Bank, Northeast Delta Dental, Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center. Thank you for your support of BCTV coverage of Bedford High School sports. It looks like Bert is ready to start.
I want to quickly add, Harry, that when I mentioned the NHIAA and also Corey Parker's calendar on the SAU 25 website, that it's not the BCTV broadcast schedule. We wish we could do everyone, but we can't.
We only have so many people in the crew.
Very true.
And we have at least four sports in the spring to cover. So now at the plate, it is Kylie Manning. That sails over ahead. 1-0. Manning out on a fielder's choice. Base on balls hit by pitch. Those are her previous appearances. Did score one run in the second, that in the dirt. 2-0.
Well, we know Dover High School is playing on the SAU 25 field this afternoon. Maybe Andrew can get us a score of the baseball game. They were supposed to play in Dover, but their field conditions prevented them from doing it, so they switched the game to the Bedford site.
Bert throws high, 3-0. So Bert coming into a situation with a 6-run deficit. Quite a cold day here. She had a few warm-ups here, but that one I think is a strike. It is. So the count is 3-1 to Kylie Manning. Bases are loaded with one out. Ball hits the dirt before the ball reaches the plate. So a ball walked in.
Harry, I just want to let our viewers know that this is our first game out here at Savalsky, and with any new season comes some of the challenges. We apologize if our signal has been dropping, but we're working quite hard to keep it up. We are recording, so you'll see this game in full with all the corrections made so that you can watch it and enjoy it again.
Lucy Top at the plate. She is one short of the cycle. She's had a single, a double, and a triple. All she needs is a home run. She's already driven in 4 runs. Actually, correction, she has driven in 5 runs in this game. Leads the Bulldogs at 9.
You could not ask for a better play to step to the plate with the bases loaded.
She's managed to knock one in every time she's at the plate, and she's got a full plate here, and she swings hard but pulls that foul. 2-1 the count.
She's on that ball. She's got good level bat swing, and she's got power.
She could push this game into the mercy rule with just one swing of the bat here. And she gets that off the handle, and she's going to throw home. So the call to plate is safe. RBI, another RBI there for Top. She did not get much on that ball. It was traveling slowly to shortstop Emma Doubleday.
Yep.
But she does bring home La Rochelle. And the score is now 10-2. A little pop-up caught by Bert. Throw back to third, not in time. So a fly out to the pitcher by Lucy Ports for the second out, but the bases remain loaded as everybody stays put.
Hey, to get back to that shell play at home plate, her speed had an awful lot to do, I think, with having the catcher move up to try to grab that ball earlier. Slow ball and great speed.
So Doobie at the plate now. Grace Doobie flies out to center, walked and hit by a pitch. She's got loaded bases with 2 outs here. That one's high.
I wonder how they score that. How are you scoring that with Top's slow roller to short? And
Actually, we have this is a pinch hitter, Colby, at the plate. Sophia Colby, number 9. Count is 3-0. To be honest, I wasn't sure because her long ponytail hangs over her jersey number, and that is a walk for Colby. Brings home another runner. It's now 11-2. I believe we're one away. Albus comes home. And it's going to be Savannah Messina at the plate. 2 walks and a fly out to third. Sails high, 2-0. Bases, go ahead.
yeah, I just got a report from the SAU. Thank you, Molly Top. She's watching the stream down there at the SAU field, and right now, what she reports, our reporter down on the scene, thanks, Molly, Bedford is down 4-1 at the top of the 5th. So that's playing Dover today, and they're down 4-1.
That one's a strike on a 3-0 pitch to Messina, 3-1 the count. Just outside, or just inside. Another walk. Messina brings home another Bulldog. Kylie Manning.
Yeah, I believe the 10-run rule is enforced after 4.5. Bedford's the home team. So they go 7. So after 4.5, Alvirne gets their one more up at the plate.
Swing and a miss there by Sturgis. Actually, she hits it foul. She had a single and also flew out to short in the dirt, 2-0, or 1-1. 12-2 is the score. Ball's high. 3-1. Burt delivers. And Sturgis has to get out of the way. 3-1 the count. And that is another run walked in. Lucy Top finds her way home.
Is it Lucy?
13-2, yeah.
Is it Lucy or Lacey?
No, Lucy Top. Oh, is it? That was Lucy.
I think it's Lacey.
Nope, Lucy.
It is Lucy. Okay.
So Olivia Pope.
Glad we
at the
cleared
plate.
that up.
No, yeah, Olivia Pope at the plate now, and she was hit by a pitch twice and struck out. This inning, you know, we're on the 11th batter here. You know, she gets contact, rolls to the third baseman, a throw, no good. And that's going to be Messina coming home. Another wild pit throw. And this time it's going to be Sturgis caught at the plate. Oh, we're going to see, what was that?
Obstruction.
Obstruction, okay, so
Third baseman or
instead
someone.
of being out of the inning, Sturgis will be awarded the plate, the plate and the run. So we are up to 14 or 15.
We'll see what happens. He just awarded her. It's 15 now. You know, it gets that high, Harry. Just let it happen. But you got to follow the rules. That's why the officials read that book inside and out.
So Pope gets on base on a fielder's choice, and she goes.
Still an argument going on.
She's still at first. All the Bulldogs are home except for Pope. And there's still 2 outs here.
To say that the Alvirne coach is not happy would be an understatement.
Yeah, none of the calls have really gone her way today. So Burt at the plate once again, and now we're at the top of the order here. Sails high, and Pope will take second. Emerson La Rochelle, she is hit in every inning, sometimes twice. Another one high, 2-0.
I want to give a shout out to our producer, Andrew Fenn, back at the station for being the smarter of the two of us by being in the station.
He's warm where he is.
How would we let that happen?
Ball far outside, 3-0. Actually, they have the scoreboard up to 16 now. I have to count my scorebook. Either way, it's a lot of runs.
Yep.
Another high one gets away. So base on balls for La Rochelle. And Emma Albus comes to the plate. She's been walked 3 times, hit by a pitch once. That was in for a strike. In the dirt, rolling. Pope stays at second. Power picks it up, throws it back to Burt. Bottom of the 4th. 15-0's the score. 15-2, I'm sorry. Feels like 15-0. That's outside, ball 3.
Ooh, that temperature has dropped. Ooh.
Keeps going lower and lower.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to say outside. That looked pretty good. Or is that a strike? I'm not sure. Either way, 3 balls and 1 strike on Albus. And she will just wait and take her base. So Pope is at third, La Rochelle at second, Albus is at third, loaded once again Here, Kylie Manning coming up to the plate. Fielder's choice, 2 walks, hit by pitch. Chance to add to this lead here. High, ball 1. Now this Alvirne team has given up 21 and 22 runs in games. That's in the dirt, ball 2. And we could see how it's happened. They kind of hang in there, but things just get away from them.
Yeah, obviously pitching and hitting. I mean, that's true at every level.
That's ball 3. And it's not like the Bulldogs have had a lot of hits today. They've gotten on base mostly through bases on balls. They get
Exactly, and that's probably why they gave up over 20 runs so far in 2 games, and obviously 15 right now.
Another one walked in here.
Yeah, and this isn't necessarily fun for the girls. I mean, obviously the pitcher it's not, but even the offensive team, Bedford would rather get their bat on the ball, and it's unfortunate. I mean, the depth sometimes is limited to what you have on the team. So you run with what you have, and they are making a pitch and change, Harry. Well,
I'm quite certain it is 16-2, not 17-2. The scoreboard shows 17.
Well, you know, they do have one of the team, I should say one of the players on the team running the scoreboard, so not to take anything away from them, but distraction could be pretty easy.
Trying to get the name here is Claire. Oh, Gauntier's going to go back in, number 8. So they're going to warm her up.
Again. Yeah, it's tough when you don't have a scoreboard. Hey, Blue, we're going to call Blue. Blue, what do you got for score?
We've got 16, not 17. We got 16 runs.
We just wanted to see. Yeah, that's all right.
Whatever, it's already.
No problem, Blue. Yeah, we just asked the umpire, and he's a balls and strikes guy. He's not necessarily
right. He doesn't have a scorebook,
yeah,
but Coach LeMay does. We'll get the official count there. In the dirt, everybody stays put.
Yeah. You know, he's basically saying, "Hey, guys, you keep the book.
Yeah,
I'll keep the strikes."
And he doesn't have a jacket on.
I know he's cold. You go, Harry. When I was officiating, way back in the day, and I did about 18 plus years of officiating high school ball. And what I learned early in the whole process is you don't dress for the beginning of the game. You dress for the end of the game. And I started games where it was like 65 degrees. By the time it finished, it was down in the low 40s.
I should mention that's Lucy Top at the plate, and she hits that one foul. 2-1.
She
Top with 5 RBIs tonight.
She just looks strong. I mean, she's up there. You know, you always can tell those players that are a step above other players. And she's just freshman or sophomore? I can't remember.
Not sure.
First year?
No, I'm not sure. Okay, she pops that one up. We'll see if the inning will end. No. Misplayed there by Asakis. And that brings home 2 more runners, La Rochelle and Albus. Manning goes to second. Top will stay at first. So a chance to end the inning there for Alvirne, but Allison Asakis couldn't get under the ball. So we are now up to 18 runs for your Bulldogs to 2 for Alvirne. And it's Lucy Ports, number 6. Fouls it back. No, you can't run on a foul back. She wasn't sure where the ball
was, so you just go.
So 0-1 in the dirt, and they're going to run this time. Both Top and Manning going to third and second. So runners in scoring position, 2 outs here for the Bulldogs in this never-ending 4th inning. And now conference call here by the, I believe it's the Alvirne coach calling it, or
Yep.
are they talking over with Coach LeMay about maybe? I guess they're addressing the scoreboard here. I think.
I think the coach called timeout.
Okay, so they say that one of the base runners, I think it was Manning, stepped off the bag before the pitcher released the ball, and that is a no-no.
Well, here's the difference.
Okay.
And while you and I are baseball guys and not necessarily softball guys, and a person like Kelly might be able to recognize that, that's why that big circle's out there. And apparently if they're in the circle, they don't even necessarily have to be on the rubber. I might be wrong, softball people, but if then the player steps off the bag, it's almost like Little League, you know, where they can't leave the bag before the ball gets to the catcher. Hey, if there's anybody out there that knows this game would like to do Call It with Harry, we'd really like to have you.
Just dress
because
warmly.
either that, you got the blind leaving the blind here in some cases.
Well, it wasn't an obvious call. It just looked like a timeout was called, but I guess the out was called before the timeout.
So somebody goes, I can't believe those guys didn't figure that out. Then we're going to ask you, why aren't you carrying one of our headsets and working with us? Anybody's welcome. We kid you, but it's pretty easy to do this.
So here we go. We're 3 outs away from a mercy rule here. We'll see what happens. It is Emma Doubleday at the plate for Alvirne. They haven't been at the plate for a while here. Doubleday hits it right to first, and Sturgis steps on the bag for an unassisted out.
Well, this might be and I say this with all respect, a little bit of jest, but a little moral victory for Alvirne. At least they didn't give up 20.
Give up 20.
All right, you sensitive parents out there, take a step back.
Riley Dressel on the plate now. Pitch outside by, are they going to give it a strike? To Messina's gone the distance here for Bedford. Check swing. They're going to say she swung all the way. 2 strikes. So umpire told Messina to hold off. While we got time here, we need to thank our underwriters, as this game may be ending very shortly. Swing and a miss. That's it. So out at first after the swing, 2 down. And now it comes down to Lila Smalley. Actually, correction, we have a different batter here. Number 23. Trying to get you a roster number here. Sorry, that's Lydia Aceto, number 33 for Alvirne, coming into pitch hit. Ball outside, ball 1. Our underwriters, we thank them very much. Primary Bank, Northeast Delta Dental, the Wicks Insurance Group, ball outside, ball 2. Interim Healthcare in Manchester, Nelson Real Estate New Hampshire, and Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center. 2 outs here, 2 strikes, or two balls, now 3 balls. Aceto is taking. 3-0 the count. That's in for a strike. Aceto really making no effort to swing. Going to make Messina find the strike zone for her. Another one, just caught the outside. 3-2, count full. Outside, that's going to be a walk. Aceto takes the base. now I believe it's Kira Flaherty, number 6. Struck out, base on balls. Kept in for a strike. I think the strike zone just got a little bigger. Just
yeah,
a wee
when it's
bit.
19-2, I will admit that even your coaches don't mind at this stage that if you want to widen it so we can get out of here. Although, to be honest with you, as an official, it's hard for me when I was doing it for years to change, to do that, to expand it. It's just what you're taught. You stay within the zone that you're taught.
1-1 is the count. Another strike. Flaherty taking all the way.
So if you're calling an inch outside and an inch inside, and you're doing it, it's consistency. That's all the coaches ask for.
That's hit in the air and lands in center field. A hit for Flaherty, a single. Aceto goes to second. And we're still alive here. Top of the order, Allison Asikas. She's walked twice, had a base hit in the 4th. And she's up here in the 5th inning. Trying to keep things alive here for the Broncos, who are down 17 runs.
Harry, do you believe after 75, 80 degrees, it's 43 degrees, 43 degrees.
Feels colder than that.
Oh my God.
I know.
Oh, it says feels like 33.
I mean, last week it was downright tropical. Okay, that's a strike. 1-1 to Asikas.
Andrew's probably saying, well, it's 75 degrees back here in the studio. And he's the youngest of all of us.
I know.
What the
He
heck?
can deal with it the best.
I know it.
Inside, ball, 2-1. So close, we're just 1 out away. Now we're just outside.
Just for those that were wondering, Andrew Fenn is our broadcast production guy. He's our executive producer. He gives us the directions back in the studio. Sometimes he gets a little impatient, so we just mute him.
In the dirt, that's a walk. So Alvirne loads the bases with 2 outs. And coming up, it's Abby Kowalski. Abby Kowalski flew out to center, hit into a fielder's choice twice.
That last out is always the toughest, Harry.
That falls out to the right. We got 3 Broncos on the bases. Coach LeMay getting a fresh ball out to Savannah Messina, who has gone the distance here, trying to close out this win. Popped into the air, and the catch is made by Olivia Pope in right.
That's it.
And that will do it. Your final score, 19-2, Bulldogs win. They go to 2-2. Alvirne falls to 0-3. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Thanks to Kelly Gleason for doing color for part of the game anyway. Bill Jennings on camera, Andrew Fenn, Toasty Warm in the studio. I'm Harry Kozlowski. So long, everybody. Thanks for watching Bedford Softball on BCTV.